opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Kate and Jimbo. It is Friday, the 19th September. And it's a good day for me because Take That have just announced they're doing another tour next year. So I'm very excited today. Jim, you can yawn, but we all know you love them as much as I do. And you will be there with me cheering them on.
You don't stop talking about them.
I'm so excited. It's been years. I'm very excited indeed. But I'm joined.
I'm just looking to give you a like, but I might change my mind now.
I'm joined today, as always, on a Friday by Jimbo, Jess, and Mr. Chang. Jimbo, first of all, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you, darling. And I can't wait to see Take That.
We'll be going to the Coventry Rico Arena. I've never been there, so that'd be interesting.
Unless there's a football match on that weekend, we'll go and watch them as well, eh?
Lovely, Jess. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You both well, yeah?
Yeah, you feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit. We're getting there, slowly but surely.
Lots of bugs about, I'm afraid. And Mr. Chang, how are you doing?
Microphone test. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm not lagging.
No, you're fine.
Am I audible, everyone? Okay,
yep.
Good. I'm so glad to be back on this fourth. This is the fourth preview for Match Week 4. I apologize if we didn't show up the last match week just before the international break. But happy to be back, and I cannot wait for this fourth round of the fifth. Cannot wait for this fifth round of matches to get underway. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Thank you. I spent ages last night doing all funky screens, and I didn't realise it would block you all out. So I've got to work some more. This is why I'm not very good at this sort of thing. But we've got Matt in the house, who I'm sure is delighted at the start that Arsenal have made in the Champions League this week. And we've got Colin X here as well, saying afternoon from a dry Wales. We're tapped on the Champions League. Last night, Newcastle coming up against Barcelona and Rashford having an absolute worldie of a couple of goals. Tottenham scraping past Villarreal. Arsenal winning 2-0. City winning. Jimbo, it was a good start to the Champions League.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. I enjoyed the game. Was it last night? Yeah, the Newcastle game. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. And what was the other one? Liverpool was a good game as well. Yeah, it was good. Best game was Tottenham. Just took it easy in their stride. Easy 1-0. Then just cracked on. En route to winning the Champions League.
Did Chelsea draw?
No, the last three.
They lost 3-1.
To Bayern Munich, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah. I enjoyed that as well.
I'm sure, Jess, you probably did the watch-alongs. Harry Kane putting his mark on the Champions League again against Chelsea. Any games that particularly stood out for you?
I thought Liverpool's were a decent game. I thought Spurs did what they needed to do. Arsenal's were all right. I thought first half, actually, they played quite well, Athletic.
Yeah.
But they got the win. Decent games. I thought Newcastle played all right last night, to be fair. It was a decent game, that. But Rashford scored 2 great goals. What is it with Man United and players when they leave and they can get best out of them? He scored that second goal Rashford scored yesterday was a lovely goal. Header were nice as well, to be fair. Wonders what it... Yeah.
It's weird because Anana got man of the match on his first game. Højlund scored on his debut. Anthony's flying. I mean, Chang, what is it with Man United and their players? They seem to just thrive as soon as they leave. Oh, is Chang frozen, or it looks like it's frozen in time? It's not a very flat. Oh, he's back. Chang's back. Are you back, Chang? This could be a long show. Chang, are you back? He's private chatted me. My line is bad. Might need to reconnect. Chang, are you back? Yes.
I was just looking and thinking of
if I'm back, I hope I'm audible. Yeah, sorry about that.
You are.
My line will be cutting in and out. My line will...
Go on. No, go on. Carry on.
Yeah, if my line gets too bad, I will. Yeah, if my line gets too bad, I will relocate and reconnect from a different location altogether.
Okay. I was just saying, what is it with Man United and their players? When they leave, they seem to thrive. Chang, did you hear my question?
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying, Miss Kate?
I was saying
that's how bad my line is.
Why do Man United players seem to thrive when they leave?
I think it could be something to do with maybe the culture there. I read something of what Mourinho said. Mourinho did come out in the press saying that he did leave some words of wisdoms or some pearls of wisdom for his ex-players, saying that just as long as so and so are still within the club, they are still running the show, or they have something to say with regards to how the club is run, the recruitment, and so on and so forth, then these players, they can't thrive. And I believe we might even see that with Garnacho over in Chelsea. And honestly, Marcus Rashford was one of those players which I would have really wanted on loan, even if there wasn't an option to buy, much like Kolo Muani, because he would give us that added homegrown initiative. But I'm glad to see Marcus Rashford kicking it in the Champions League. I think it's only the beginning of how things can only get worse from here on in for United. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah. Can I just say as well, Sonny scored a hat-trick. He just scored a hat-trick.
He's look, I don't want this to sound disrespectful when I say this, but he's found his level. He's going to absolutely thrive there, and he's going to score worldies and all sorts. I think.
He was brilliant. He was brilliant.
He looks like he's enjoying his football again, and that's the main thing. I think every Tottenham fan is delighted to see him scoring goals left, right, and centre. We got Big Up James has come in. Also, Daniel 90 is here. Shemtan is here. Afternoon, Princess Kate and Jimbo, the wonderful Jess, and the youngest looking old man with his dial-up connection, Mr. Timmy Changa Chang. Hope you and your mum are well. Drula is here as well. Big up to you. We will see that with Garnacho Chang because he wanted Chelsea and only Chelsea. And let's not act like he isn't an incredibly talented player, still over 19, only 19 or 20. This is why Jim and I really wanted Garnacho at Spurs. I was gutted when he went to Chelsea. A lot of it is the weight of the shirt. Yep.
What is it when we start stream the Gardner turns up?
There you go. He knows, you see. Even a past it, Thomas Muller is getting a hat-trick in their league. Yeah. But it's nice to see. it's nice to see. United sat at the top table for so long they can't get used to sitting at the table for the common people. Yeah, I think there's some truth in that. See you later, Matt. Safe drive. Obviously, we weren't here last week. Jim and I were away, and the connection was like Chang's. It was absolutely shocking. So we could never have done a stream. But there was some good football. We did watch the football while we was away. Arsenal Forest. I predicted a 3-1. It was a 3-0. Jimbo predicted
I'm just going to play the garden, okay? I'll be back.
All right, Jimbo predicted a 2-2. Chang a 1-1. Jess a 2-1. So Jess and I were the only two to get points from that game. Arsenal made it look easy against Angeball. I think this is going to be a long season for Forest, despite what the like Wolfie says.
Big up to Swansea.
Yeah, big up to Swansea. Did you watch along last night, Jess?
I didn't watch one for it.
Oh my God, because they scored 2 goals in the night.
I did time, didn't they? And then we all redirected over to Wolfie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we did put Wolfie on after the game because he was having a mini meltdown. He didn't really know what to say, but
don't worry, he's not bothered because it's only a Mickey Mouse Cup.
Yeah, that's true. And like a broken man. I was just going to say, what was his reaction? Was he stood there like a statue? Yeah.
He's got his hands in his pocket. Hands in his pockets. He's got his hands in his pockets. Sorry about that. Sorry to interrupt you there, Miss Kate. You were saying?
Chang, that was worth the interruption. Yeah, I mean, Forest now, much like Villa, out of the Carabao Cup as well. I know Wolfie and other Forest fans are probably trying the old copium, but it is going to be a very, very long season for them. And I pity them in a way, even though I hope that Ange takes them down. Sorry, Ange. I do pity them having to watch that football week in, week out. Bournemouth Brighton, I predicted correctly, as did Jess. We both did 2-1 to Bournemouth. Jim and Chang got no points because Jim predicted 2-2 and Chang predicted 1-2. Palace Sunderland was 0-0. None of us predicted 0-0, but Jess predicted a draw, so Jess got a point. Everton Villa was 0-0 as well, and Chang and Jimbo got points for predicting the draw there. Fulham Leeds 1-0 Fulham. Jess, what happened?
That's Gabby Goodman somewhere. You know what I mean? He just went, we can score, but just not in our net. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gutted about that. We all predicted a draw or a Leeds win. Oh no, we didn't. Ignore that. We all predicted a Fulham win, except for Chang, who predicted a draw. Yeah, we did all predict a Fulham win.
Okay. Sorry, very quickly, while my line is still good, Miss Kate, I just ask a very simple question to Miss Jessie. What does she think of that own goal towards the end that Fulham got the winner from?
Well, I'll keep it clean because it's only 12:30, but his positioning were wrong, Chang, for a start. So when it came in, I just sat there and, well, I won't say what I said on my live watching one, but yeah, it's going to be a long season for Leeds United this season. I mean, no illusions of the fact that probably by January we'll be relegated because we can't score. You can't set up defensively, Chang, and go for 0-0s. And this is what happens. But when I say it as it is, I get hate for it. So, you know, it is what it is. But it's going to be a long season. There's no creativity, Chang. You look at it and look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He heads it straight at the keeper. Either side, we might get a goal, but it's poor. It's going to be an hard season for Leeds this season under no illusions. Tough.
Do you see?
We've got tomorrow.
Who have you got tomorrow?
Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves away. Do you see Leeds going into the market perhaps in January and buying someone, a striker, or maybe on loan, a creative midfielder or someone along them lines?
It might be too late by then. We might already be near enough relegated. Who's going to come to a club and we're at bottom 3 fighting relegation? It's tough. We should have done it. And they should have listened to him when he was asking for creativity. Every press conference he said it at the end. And now it's too late, isn't it? And now we've got James out tomorrow, Wilfried Gnonto out tomorrow, Perry's out tomorrow. Where's your creativity coming from? It's tough, but I'll call it as it is. I said to you we'd lose to Fulham, and I was right. No, I didn't think it'd be our own goal. I was spot on.
Yeah.
I'm very honest with my team. I won't sit on here and BS you.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, we didn't watch Leeds last year. I'm not going to lie. So I'd
rather go back to the Championship. I can't lie. At least we won.
A lot of people say that.
Games in 2 seasons. It was nice.
Yeah. Warren J says, should Leeds have signed Solomon as a permanent?
Leeds got offered him 3 days before the transfer window closed, and Leeds rejected him and didn't want him.
Wow. Yeah. It is early days. You never know, but it does look like it's a bit like Villa. They've only scored 1 goal so far.
They ain't scored any.
Didn't they score in the Carabao Cup?
Oh, but not in league, they haven't. So Leeds are doing a bit.
Not
at
in league.
least we've got 1. I know it was a penalty, but at least we've got 1.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they haven't scored. I mean, it's madness. But anyway, I'm going to give the results of the weekend. Chang, you're lagging behind. You only got 5 this weekend. Jimbo got 8. Jesse got 10. Jesse got 9. I got 10.
I got 8, did I?
You got 8. So the scores on the doors are Chang with 23, Jim with 24, Jess with 26, and me with 29, which is unheard of because I'm never winning. You can tell it's early on in the season because I am useless usually.
Yeah, I'm going to win. Everyone knows I'm going to win. So
you went from 1st to 3rd in 1 week, Jimbo.
Yeah, but then I'll go from 3rd to 1st the next week. So
we was actually just saying, while you was playing the gardener, obviously Ange Postecoglou went out of the Carabao Cup last night with Forest against Swansea. Do you see it being a long season for them, Jimbo?
Well, I hope it is, because of all the crap that they're talking about. They're better than us, and they're going to finish above us, and know your place, and their place is behind us, and Ange's going to keep them there.
I mean, Wolfie has said that they will finish above Tottenham this season. I think he's living in cuckoo land.
A lot of things, Kate, that don't come true, so I won't worry too much about that.
Yeah, he'll finish where the Spurs finished last season, 17th.
He was saying all their players are better than our players. He was naming them, and then the other day I watched him giving them their player ratings, and he was giving some of them 0.
Yeah. And all this, we're keeping Morgan Gibbs-White, and now all the Forest fans want him gone. He did deserve this, Chelsea boy. He did. He did give it large all season about Ange and how brilliant Forest are. He deserves this. This is karma.
That's the thing about football, right? Is that's why I don't mouth off, because it always comes back, bites you on the arse, because football goes round in circles. Look at us last season. Right, and now look at us the beginning of this season, and people weren't expecting that. And it's look at Man United, all them years, their fans were giving it large, and look at them now, it goes round.
Jess, obviously you've got a vested interest in Liverpool. Do you think they've been lucky so far this season because they've not played great, they've nicked late goals, or do you think it's just a sign of a good team that they're not playing great and they're winning?
5 late goals says it all, doesn't it? Champions now to get it across the line, not unlike Arsenal, of course. But yeah, I thought we played well the other day, 2-0, and then we got a bit sloppy. Don't think we've started off brilliantly, but we've won all our 4 games in Premier League, including Arsenal. Great goal by Sabazalai. We got lucky against Burnley on Sunday. I can't lie, we're very frustrated in that game. But what do you expect when they play at low block? But all that for elite Burnley play Nottingham Forest on Saturday or Sunday. So big up to Burnley. They get 3 points and Scott Parker.
Yeah.
It is what it is, isn't it? 4. I can't really complain. We've won. It's winning, in it. It's 3 points on board. We've won all 4 games at the minute. Merseyside derby tomorrow, which will be a tough game, I can't lie. But yeah, we've done all right. Been really happy, to be fair.
I think the agenda in the media is saying they're lucky, but I just think that if you're winning when you're playing bad, it's just a sign of a top team.
Agree.
But what was our thoughts on the game the other day? I assume you mean Villarreal. Jim, I'll let you go first on this one.
Well, I think to myself that they got over the line. That's the important thing. And they never played fantastic. I don't think we ever looked really in danger of letting them go in. I think we looked pretty safe. But look, what you just said, Kate, the sign of a good team. Look at Liverpool, right? They've played 4 games. They haven't looked great in any of them, and they get over the line, and that's because they're a great team. And I'm not saying Spurs are on their level, but Spurs, when you win when you're not playing great, it just shows that you're a good team. They held out, kept a clean sheet, and that's the important thing. So if we can win when we're playing bad, what are we going to do when we're playing good?
Yeah, I mean, I just think if we'd have played against better opposition, we don't win that game. I thought we were sloppy.
Yeah, but maybe they don't play like that, Kate.
But yeah, there is always that. There is always that.
You know, sometimes when you're playing better opposition, they step up a bit. They did look like they took their foot off the pedal a little bit during the game, and I think if they're playing a bigger team, maybe they don't do that. So you can't really say that because maybe they wouldn't have played like that. It's, game to game's different on who you're playing.
I do agree. I don't think that we ever really looked in danger. I don't think they ever really looked like scoring against us. But we did what we had to do and we won. If it's 1-0, 5-0, if we play brilliant or we play terrible, as long as we win, that's all that matters. And that's all that shows in the record books at the end of the day. Daniel says, well, that team who's grinding out last-minute winners could be 6 points ahead at the top of the league at the weekend. I don't think they give a shit. No, that's what my argument is, the same thing. I just think they media will always try and find an agenda. I mean, I don't think Arsenal look as scary as everybody are making out. I don't think I've seen one team where I've thought, whoa, I'm dreading playing them yet. I don't know about you, Jimbo, but...
No, I haven't either. But, I'm really, really looking forward to... I'm one of these supporters. You know this, Kate, because you live with me. I'm one of these supporters. I relish playing the big teams. I really look forward to playing the Liverpools, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, because you see where you are then in the pecking order. So to me, they're the games I really look forward to.
Yeah, I agree. But look, I'm not going to do the predictions till Chang comes back because, otherwise I'll have to go through him twice. That's if he ever comes back. He's trying to find another location. We might find him on a bench. We might find Chang in a cafe. Might find him on top of a roof. Who knows? Well, this could be a new game. Guess where Chang's going to be streaming from, He's put reconnected now, so we'll find out the location.
I think he's in an internet cafe.
Yeah, I think he's in the little cafe where he was before.
Yeah.
Where he's talking away and the waiter didn't wave back at me. I think he's there. But we'll see. We'll see if he's with the rude waiter. Warren Joe says, I'd take the same performance with the same score away to Bodo next. Yes. Indeed. We have got, obviously, though, Brighton away at the weekend. Jimbo and I will be doing the pump up on We Are Tottenham TV for that. And then I'm on Chris Cowling's at full time as well. Shem says, hold on, I think that's Chang. You got to love Chang. He does make me laugh. Wolves away for you, Jess. You just listed off a few players that are missing. Is there any part of you that holds any sort of confidence about the weekend?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're on a right downward spiral.
No, I know Wolves are not great at the minute, but maybe the Leeds.
Is it because you can't score? Is that what worries you?
We can't score. It don't bother me defensively. We look solid. I can't lie. We look all right. We can't score none. Yeah. And it's worrying. You're going to start to stay up. I know they wanted to strengthen the spine, and I do understand that, right? But we had this conversation with Josh on channel the other day, and I was like, look, we spent 100 million, which that is what I projected we'd spend, and we got 10 players in. We've got an 18 million pound centre back that hasn't even started for Leeds yet, right? So could we have not used that money and brought an attacker in? Could we have not utilised the loan market better than we did do? It's all right having a good defence, but if you can't score, then we're up shit creek without a paddle, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We've got to score. Defensively, we look good. I can't say we don't. I thought we did all right against Fulham the other day. We didn't create much, but defensively we were solid. And then that freak own goal happens. But that's what happens when you play for the draw away from home. It's a dangerous game. And unfortunately, Farker will be the one that gets the OP45.
Oh, I like Daniel Farker.
Problem is, we've got Bournemouth at home, and then we play you guys. Tough games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have Doncaster on Wednesday. It's Carabao Cup.
Say your thoughts first for Port Vale though to beat Arsenal. Great.
Oh, everyone will be a Port Vale fan on that day. Mr. Chang, you look hot and bothered. Have you just done what's that guy's called? Richard Bourne, is it? What's Bourne Identity, where they jump out the window and do all that? Have you just
Okay,
done that?
I'm going to have to tone down the background noise. I had to run out from my rented room. Basically, the internet connection in my boarding hostel has been experiencing some difficulties of late. So rather than try to soldier on, I've decided to come back out here to the bistro, which I've been broadcasting from for the first 3 episodes, I think, of this new Premier League season. And the connection should be a lot better here, but there might be some interference at the back with regards to background noise. So I will be muting myself when I'm not speaking. But thank you so much for being patient with me, and cannot wait for the rest of the show to get underway, Miss Kate.
No worries, Mr. Chang. Jess, Shem says, is this a Farker issue or a player issue? Because you weren't that bad in the Championship.
I don't think it's a Farker issue, Shem, because to be honest with you, right, I know he's had a say in a lot of what he brought in, but he also, and Dan will back me up here, said for weeks that we needed more in the front three, and it's the 49ers for me, Shem, if I'm honest. That's my opinion on it. They haven't listened to what he needed. Same as Rangers. How's Russell Martin still there? Let's be honest. They own Rangers as well, 49ers. How's Russell Martin still there? They haven't won a game in 5, something like that. And regarding Leeds, look, what Farker's done for Leeds in 2 seasons, I'll never knock him. There's a lot of fans that want him out in the Leeds community. They want him gone. Personally, me, I'd stick with him because it ain't his fault at the end of the day. He's asked for it. If you don't give him the tools to apply the trade with, how do you expect him to do his job? You can play defensively as much as you want, but you do need to score goals in the opposition end to keep you up as well. So I don't think it's a Farker issue. I don't think it's a player issue. I think it's the 49ers, if I'm honest.
Yeah, sounds fair. Big up, Benji. I think you go on holiday tomorrow. It's going down to sunny Cornwall, one of my favourite places in England. I love it there. But good to see you, Benny boy. Right, let's start off without using my lovely funky backgrounds and overlays. We'll just do it the boring way. I know you think it's funny, Jimbo, but how long did I spend last night doing that? And what a waste of my life.
Put it up now to show everyone.
What, so you can laugh at me?
Yeah, go on. Can I be first then?
Look.
Just so I'm not going to see her anymore during the show.
Yeah, it's all right. I can hide down here. I need a boost to see. I'm going to have to sit like that.
Well, the effort was there. Look, Jim was watching. I don't know what you was watching, but the effort was there. But Jimbo, we'll go back to my boring banners, because at least we know they work. Liverpool Everton is the first game of the weekend tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff. How do you see this one going?
Is that for me?
Yes, Jimbo.
Well, if it was at Everton, I think I'd have done a draw. Because it's at Liverpool, I am going to go 2-1 to Liverpool.
2-1 to Liverpool.
1-1 with about 30 seconds to go and Liverpool to score.
Really? You're going for them to get the late goal again? Yeah. Jess, what do you fancy for this one?
Same as Jim, 2-1 to Paul.
Mr. Chang, Merseyside derby.
Seeing as everyone is going for my tried and tested 2-1 formula, I hate to be a party pooper and not revert to type. So yes, I will also be predicting a 2-1 win for the home side.
18-18.
Well, I'm not going to stick with the crew because I like to be different. So I'm going 3-1 to Liverpool. I think they'll show their class tomorrow. It might even be 18-all, like Ben says. That would be one hell of a game. But we shall see. Next up, we have got the mighty Spurs going away to Brighton and Hove Albion. Jess, what do you fancy for this one? I think this is a tough game.
No.
But I've gone 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs, yeah.
Brighton are a weird team. I think they're really hard to this sort of back or go against, or you never know what they're going to do week in, week out. Chang, what about you, Brighton Spurs?
I am also going to stick with my tried and tested 2-1 formula. This time it's going to go to the away side. It's going to finish Brighton Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2.
Jimbo, what do you fancy? Because I haven't made my mind up. I'm thinking 3-0. What's Brighton?
3-0. I'm not even going to answer you. You're a silly woman.
Look, this silly woman got you an extra 2 points last week because you were going to do 4-0 Tottenham to beat West Ham, and I talked you into 3-0, and it was 3-0. So listen, silly woman.
This season, every Spurs one I get right, I get double points. But you backtrack on that.
No one's ever said that. I'm actually going to do
4-1 Brighton.
I'm actually going to do. I'll do 1-1. Fancy a draw. I can't see. People do realise Brighton have a decent record against us. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure we're going to score loads of goals.
I know. You should be ashamed of yourself running a Tottenham YouTube channel and having us to draw against Brighton. Should be ashamed of yourself.
I should be ashamed of myself for having a sensible opinion.
Corner for these punishment.
What are you saying? I couldn't even hear you waffling.
I said you should stand in the corner for 5 minutes and face the corner and reflect on your silly prediction.
I didn't do us to lose. I only did us to draw. I fancy a draw. Brighton are a good side at home, and Spurs. I don't know. I just think it'll be a tight game. What?
Have faith in your team.
I've got faith they'll get a draw. Justice for Chris on the weakest link. You know what? She was very cross with me, Ben. She told me she'd never, ever speak to me again, ever. So, sorry, Chris. Then we have Burnley versus Forest. Chang, what do you fancy for this one?
So before I go into this prediction, I'm going to speak a little bit for Burnley, in which I think Burnley were very hard done by two very contentious penalty calls in their last 2 league games. The first one being against United. If you remember, they were good for a draw until Bruno Fernandes converted that 97th minute penalty. And last week, I thought they were good for a draw as well at home against Liverpool, even though they were down to 10 men. But for another contentious penalty, this time converted by Mohamed Salah. So this time around, I'm hoping that they turn their form around. I'm backing Burnley to beat Forest by 2-1. It's going to finish Burnley 2, Nottingham Forest 1.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going with Benny. I'm going to go Burnley 3, Forest 1. I'm going to say that Ange will have them open wide like Bonnie Blue, and Burnley will.
She's only trying to make it.
Shut up. And Burnley will exploit it and that high line for life. Jimbo, what do you fancy for this one?
Well, I fancy the same as Chang. I fancy it's going to be 2-1 Burnley. I think that I just think to myself, he's had a season, Ange, 2 seasons at Tottenham, right? And he's seen his style of play doesn't work. And I think he will start to adapt. Otherwise, he's going to be out of another job. And if he loses this job for the same reasons, he will never, ever get another job in the Premier League. So he needs to, for his own career and for the club that he's took on, he's got to tighten up a bit. So I think he will start to adapt a bit. And I'm going to go 2-1.
And what about you, Jesse? Drula thinks Forest will win.
Same as Chang and Jim, 2-1 to Elite Burnley.
Burnley. So I'm the only one who got a different score again. Everyone's been very conservative with their score. Mind you, Jimbo's 3-0 does stand out like a sore thumb, as usual.
It's 3-0. I hope you're going to come on here and apologise.
I might not. Then we've got West Ham versus Crystal Palace. Oh, Graham Potter under massive pressure, Jimbo, with West Ham. Although they did beat Forest 3-0. How did they get on last week?
There's only 1-1
we
game.
beat them. I forgot we beat them 3-0. Jimbo.
Well, I think Palace have won one game, and I think West Ham have won one game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay. Jess?
2-1 Palace.
Ooh. Do you know, I've never been to the London Stadium either, but they take that at doing their tour at the London Stadium this year. I don't really want to go there because it's obviously West Ham's ground. Just thought I'd throw that in and mention take that again, Jimbo, just for you. Mr. Chang, West Ham Palace.
This is going to be my first draw prediction for match week 5. I can see this ending up stalemate between West Ham and Palace, and I think it's going to be 1 goal apiece. It's going to be 1 goal apiece between West Ham and Crystal Palace.
Oh, I don't know what to do for this one. I'm going to do 2-1 Palace, same as Jess. I think they've got enough to beat West Ham because they're crap. They really are bad. And then Jess, I said 2-1 to Palace. And then Jessie, we've got your team. So we want your expert insight into Wolves versus Leeds.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Is that hopium or is that heartium? Head or heart?
Head.
Head. 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw, yeah.
Chang, do you fancy Leeds to get anything out of this one?
I'm going to add a little bit on to what I asked Ms. Jessie earlier about the Gabriel Goodmanson own goal against Fulham. I really thought before that own goal that Leeds United were good for their second consecutive league draw. They did hold on against Newcastle, if not mistaken, to a goalless draw before the mini international break. So I am backing them to at the very least, get a point here. So yes, I am also going to go with a 1-1 draw. It's going to finish 1-1 between Wolverhampton and Leeds United.
Chrysandro, we have done the Spurs game, but you can feel free to chuck in your comments and we will read them out. I'm apologising in advance. I've gone Wolves 2, Leeds 0. Sorry, but
you don't need to apologise. You'll be right.
I just from you saying they don't score, I'm going to keep a clean sheet for Wolves and go 2-0. Jim, what do you fancy?
Well, I fancy the same as Chang and Jess. I fancy a 1-1 draw, but 2 own goals.
2 own goals. Now, if that happens, I'm going to give you an extra couple of points. Let me tell you.
How many points?
2.
Okay.
Afternoon,
right.
Martin Knightsbridge says, afternoon, you lovely people, and Jim. Big up to you.
Right.
Steve D says, goal droughts always come to an end. 2-1 to Leeds.
Steve.
Daniel says, I'll be real, I can't see how Leeds are going to score unless it's from a set piece or a penalty. I haven't really watched Leeds, but everyone seems to be saying the same thing, which is worrying. I thought didn't you have a goal scorer called Pirro or something?
Yeah, but he was injured.
Oh, he's injured.
Listen, Pirro's a good championship player. I'll not knock him, but he's too deep. In the Premier League, I said it at the end of last season, he'll struggle, and I was spot on. But I'm negative, so don't worry about me. I'm a negative fan. I'm a realist. But
that's what I am, Jess, but Jim always calls me negative. But I'm
but you get that from your husband. That's fine. You know, I mean, I get it from all of my fan base.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, according to our fan base, we're happy clappers, so we're fine. I'm a negative happy clapper.
Pink and fluffy cushions as well.
Leeds need to block the goal like Sir Steve D's tree blocks the door. Yeah, they could do with Steve D's tree in goal, perhaps, to stop anyone scoring. But then big game, Manchester United versus Chelsea. This is a toughie. I don't even know what I'm going to do for this one.
It's a toughie.
Go on, Jimbo. What do you fancy then?
Yeah, 3-1 Chelsea. I think they'll score United, but they're going to get battered, and they're just shite at the minute. I'm sorry, but they are. They're all over the place.
Are Chelsea that good?
But they're a lot better a lot better organised than United. I mean, I just don't. This manager just reminds me of Ange. You know,
yeah, said it from the single day that he did his first press conference.
He's so stubborn and he won't change his ways. They're not a bad team, United, right? I mean, if you look at them last season when they had Højlund, Anthony, Garnacho, right? I mean, if you look at their players, what's his name? Bruno. Who else have they got in there? They got some good players, Kate.
Yeah, and Buemo now.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not a bad team. It's just the organisation. That's what I said to you last season about Tottenham. We wasn't a bad team. We had some really good players, and if they were organised properly, we would never have finished 17th. But we just was all over the place, you know. And look, let's be honest, he got himself out of trouble, Ange, by winning that trophy, which I love him for. But in the league, we were terrible, and that's what they are. They sack this guy, and they bring in a proper organised coach, right? They won't be losing like they're losing.
I just don't know whether
my baby. Yeah.
I just don't know whether sacking Amorim really does sort out all their issues. I'm not sure. I just think Man United's rotten to the core. Jess, what do you fancy for this one? Man United Chelsea.
Love your
Chelsea, please.
Lay down.
What? Jim, can you shut up a minute, please? Sorry, Jess, what did you say?
2-0 to Chelsea.
2-0 to Chelsea. All I can hear is Jim talking to that bloody dog. 2-0 Chelsea. Chang, are you on the Man United a shit train?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Chris Sandro's prediction. It's also going to be points shared here, as well as the goal shared between United and Chelsea. It's going to be 1 apiece between Manchester United and Chelsea.
Okay, that's interesting stat. Chelsea haven't won at Old Trafford since 2013, 12 years. Wow. United should bring in Southgate to make us all laugh. We all need some comedy on a Saturday. Do you know what, Ben? I think he'd sort them right out because he's a defensive coach. I think he'd sort them right out. I really do. Much love, Kate and Jim. Much love, Jess and Chang. Hope you're well. Not been on much. Sorry, it's been finding things difficult. Glad I've tuned in. Dan, always message me or Jimbo if you need to. You've got our numbers. You've got our email addresses. Do get in touch.
I stopped bombing you, Dan, on Monopoly. That should have cheered you up a bit.
But yeah, always reach out if you need to, Dan. Hope you're okay. I just don't know what to do for this game. The fact that they haven't won there in all that time.
Kate, there's only one outcome in this game the way Man United are at the minute.
I'm doing a Man United win. I'm going 2-1 United. They've got to win some. Yeah, look, Drew has just put it. Man United winning this 2-1. I agree. They've got to start winning games. There's a hoodoo, like Tottenham going to Stamford Bridge, Chelsea going to United. I've got a feeling Man United are going to win this, and I think Cunha gets both goals. That's how sure I am. Just going to say. Then we've got.
Say 2-1.
I said 2-1 to United. Yeah.
If they win 2-1, I'll do anything you want in the bedroom.
That's easy. You can clean it. Oh dear, I'm going to remember that. That's noted. Do anything you want in the bedroom. Oh, lucky me. Yeah, you can just clean it for me so that I can sleep in a nice polished room. Next up, we've got Fulham Brentford. Jess, what do you fancy for this one?
2-1 to Fulham, please.
2-1 to Fulham. United are losing 3-1. No, they ain't. Their pants. Oh, United. I'm telling you, I reckon they're winning this game. That's all I'm saying. Mr. Chang, Fulham versus Brentford.
I'm siding with the away team on this game. I honestly feel that Fulham weren't deserved winners against Leeds United last weekend. And I think they might struggle at home against Brentford, which is why I'm backing Brentford to win this by 2-1. It's going to finish Fulham 1, Brentford 2.
Oh, interesting. I am going to go 1-0 Fulham for this one, I think. Jimbo, what about you? Got different, lot of people, some saying Fulham, some saying draw. There's no clear favourite here. Fulham, Brentford, what do you fancy?
2-2.
Desmond. Luton Dan says, after having my black Spurs shirt with Madders on the back, I've now ordered the yellow one with Xavi 7. You know what's going to happen now, Dan? He's going to get injured because that's what happened. You ordered the black one and Madders got injured. So if Xavi gets injured, I'm coming to Luton. I'm going to find you. I'm just going to put that out there.
It's easier. Punish him that way.
By what?
Just bomb him on Monopoly.
3-1 says Drooler, 2-1 says James. Fulham 2, Brentford 2. Only Manchester United can make a League 2 team look like they're the Premier League team, and that Man United are the League 2 team. That is true. Jess's hometown of Grimsby.
I'm going to knock Wednesday out as well. You know, they didn't fall.
I know they're going for it. I've got to be honest. I just think that anyone that goes on a really bad run, it has to turn around eventually, and they're not. They've got some good players.
Man United.
Yeah.
They're not on a bad run, darling. They're just a shambles at the minute. It's not a bad run. It's not like they're playing well and getting unlucky. They're just a total shambles at the minute.
Yeah, but
midfield's really light, in my opinion. And I think if Amorim doesn't change, unfortunately, he will be the next Manchester United manager that will get sacked very soon. I can't lie. You can't. He's so, I don't know. I know he's got a couple of games. They've given him a couple of games. I just don't think he's right man for the job, me personally.
Look, if you said about you don't know if it's a change in the manager, they need to change the manager to get back on track because he's not.
Everyone said that about Ten Hag.
I do think there's an underlying note in that team, though. I think there's some of that goes on in that training or players. I can't lie.
There, they would have won a lot more games than they've won since Amorim's been there.
Yeah, they haven't won a lot, have they? If you look at his percentage over the games,
his records are worse since World War II or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the. I won't have it's the players. I can't have it. They've got so many good players for them. To look at the players that have left and now they're thriving. I mean, Onana got man of the match.
Yeah. He made a mistake, but still got man at match for Trabzonspor.
I just think you look at they sacked Ten Hag, they sacked Ralph Rangnick, whatever his name was, they sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If they sack Amorim, where do they go? I mean,
Mourinho,
it's. I just don't know what it is. There's something there that's not right, and it's not the manager. Although I don't think he's helping himself by being Ange and not changing his system. But I don't know. I mean, long may it continue.
Chance, right, this season that they're going to be in a relegation battle. Huge chance.
I just look. If I was Iriola, I know money and talks, but Van Nistelrooy is another one. I wouldn't touch Man United with a barge pole because he's comfortable where he is. He's doing well. He gets supported where he is. Why would you want to go to Man United? It is a proper poison chalice, that job. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
Who's the player that just bought off of Brentford? What's his name? Bremo, right?
Yeah.
What did I say the other day when we watched Man United? He looks a shadow of his former self. You know,
he must be thinking I should have gone to Spurs.
He looks frustrated. He just doesn't look right. And look how he looked last season.
Yeah. I know they will. Paul, I agree. They will beat Chelsea. I'm just going to say. And you can all laugh at me. Daniel 90, I'm talking about you, but I do think they win. Then we've got Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Chang, what do you fancy for this one?
I think Newcastle will be too much for Bournemouth to handle, even though Bournemouth themselves can't push overs. But I'm backing Newcastle to get a victory away in their travels. I'm predicting another 2-1 away victory. This time in favor of Newcastle. It's going to finish Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 2.
I've done exactly the same but backwards. I've done Bournemouth to beat Newcastle 2-1. I think they've got the Champions League, and I think Bournemouth is such a good side with Semenya and others, and well organised. So I'm going to do Bournemouth to beat them 2-1, same as Drooler again. Jimbo, what do you fancy for this one? It's a tough game.
I fancy it'd be a draw. I think it took a lot out of them last night. Newcastle, they really put a lot of effort in. And I fancy it'd be a 1-1 draw.
1-1. And Jesse?
2-1 to Bournemouth, please.
See, me and Jess on the same wavelength. Quick question, Jess, I'm going to put this to you. Steve, there is nothing wrong with my accents. Can you just leave off? They're perfect. They sound wonderful in my head. Thank you. I had a very short debate with a Newcastle fan, and I said I think Thomas Frank has not only got a better team than Newcastle, but is a better manager than Eddie Howe. I think that Spurs will finish above Newcastle. What are your thoughts on the two?
You know what? I predicted Spurs to finish in top 4, didn't I? I rate Eddie Howe, but I think his squad's weaker this season than it was last season. I can't lie. I do like that Wumpmader that they brought in. I think Alanga's a decent player. But I think 90 million euros for him it's a lot of money that they've paid for him. But I do think Thomas Frank's a good manager. I can't lie. I do rate him over Eddie Howe. I think you're right. Good manager. Yeah. I do think Spurs will finish higher than Newcastle this season.
The guy laughed when I said it and said, I can tell you're smirking, you're not serious. And I was like, I am serious. I don't know why that's so outlandish to suggest that Spurs will finish above Newcastle. Like you say, I think they've got a weaker squad. And I think player for player, we have got a better team.
I would bet any money you want that we finish above them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think so too.
Forest.
Yeah, definitely Forest. Sunderland versus, Aston Villa, Jimbo. What do you fancy for this one?
I want to do another draw, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2-1 Sunderland.
Frankie, I'll never forgive you.
I just think that. If I spoke to Frankie the other day about Villa, and he thinks they're going to go down. He said they look in such disarray. He thinks they'll go down. I'm going to go 2-1 to Sunderland. I was going to do a draw, but I'm just not convinced. Sorry, Jess.
You've done the same as Jimbo.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Sunderland. They're decent at Stadium and Aston Villa look really poor this season.
They do look really poor, and I'm wondering whether Emery, just how under pressure he is, because they're not going to accept these results week in, week out. And already Frankie, our best friend, all his family are season ticket holders, he was praising Emery, saying talks of him going last season, blah, blah, blah. But when I mentioned it this season, he was like, I just don't know where we go from here. Yeah.
Well, he's took them as far as they can go. That's what he said to me.
Exactly. I mean, Mr. Chang, do you think Villa get anything out of this game?
I really do hope so for Unai Emery's sake. I mean, losing on penalties away at Brentford in the League Cup might be a bit too harsh on a day for them, given the way they were performing. And they themselves were good for a draw against Everton, despite it ending goalless last weekend. I am predicting Aston Villa to come away with a win. This would be my fourth and final 2-1 away victory. It's going to finish Sunderland 2, Aston Villa. Sunderland 1, sorry. Sunderland 1, Aston Villa 2.
Okay. I have ummed whether to do a 0-0 or 1-0, but I'm going to do 1-0 Sunderland because they're at home. And Villa just can't seem to score at the minute. So Warren said the same. Villa will finish bottom half of the table. Yeah, who wants Morgan Rogers now? Exactly. Daniel Watkins hat-trick. 1-0 Sunderland. Yeah. It's amazing, really, where Villa have been right up there and they seem to have fallen off a cliff. But probably the biggest game of the weekend in terms of stature is Woolwich versus Manchester City. Haaland doing what he does best and scoring for fun. Jess, what do you see with this one?
2-1 Man City.
2-1 Man City. What have I done here? I've pressed something. Oh, bugger off. What have I done? I've made all my screen. Oh, my God. I've made all my screen go. Oh, that's it. It's back to normal. Sorry, what did you say?
2-1 to Manchester City, please.
2-1 to City. It all went funny. Everyone went really thin and tall, and I don't know what's going on. 2-1 City. Mr. Chang, what do you fancy for this one?
I think it's going to be a very tough game to call. I honestly think that this game is going to hinge on both the goalkeepers for either team. And even though Donnarumma was absolutely fantastic against Man United last weekend, you just have to watch the replay of that save he pulled off against Brighton. Oh my goodness! But I still want both these teams to cancel each other out, so we can have a fighting chance of possibly breaking into that top four. This would be my fourth and final 1-1 draw for Wedge 5. It's going to finish 1 apiece between Woolwich and Man City.
Jimbo, what do you fancy for this one?
This is such a hard one. They've hit a bit of form, haven't they, City? But they still don't look the City of old. And Arsenal at home.
It's so hard. Haaland scoring for fun, but Arsenal got the best defence in the league. So it's
No, we have.
No, they have. No, they have. But anyway,
no, what's the record say? What does it say?
It says Arsenal have.
No, it doesn't. It says we have as well. We're on equal as them. So excuse me, we're on level. So until that's taken away from us, I'm going to go 2-2, Kate.
2-2. I am going to go 2-1 Arsenal. Ugh. I feel dirty even saying it. I just think they're too good at home. I think Haaland will score, but yeah, I think Arsenal will get full 3 points. I hope I'm wrong though. Oh, I hate backing Arsenal to win anything. City won't pay back for their 5-1 last season. What'd you say, Jim?
Don't back them then.
Yeah, but I've got to go with what I think. I'm not like you. I don't wear rose-coloured glasses all the time. Yeah, and you know it's true as well. So yeah, that's they're the scores on the doors. Be interesting to see, because a lot of them there's been 2 or 3 times when you three have all done a score and I've done different. So we'll see who's winning at the end of this one. But yeah, we have got to go to the hospital soon because Jimbo has got to go and have his arm checked from our car crash 2.5 years ago. The insurance finally want to have a look at his arm, even though it's healed now. So we have got to go to Boston, sunny Boston. Anyone that knows Lincolnshire will know how lovely Boston is and how I'm so looking forward to going there. So I've got to drive there shortly. I know I do need mouthwash. I hate it. Ugh. Arteta will play for a draw and lose because of it. Yes, quite possibly. Let's hope so. Jess, what is going on over at JSY? I don't know why I asked because there's a million things going on, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Tottenham women's game tonight, then quiz after at 9:30. Tomorrow, all day watch-alongs. You should know by now. Watch-alongs, graft, college football, busy.
Literally, if you've got any time and you haven't got anything to do, go to Jess because she will be on. Make sure you go and subscribe over there if you haven't already. Mr. Chang, what's going on with you?
Well, it's 1:30, so I'm going to be. I hope that my appearance this time around on a Premier League Fan Zone won't be skipped over like it was the last time around. So, assuming everything goes to plan, in about 2 hours at 3:30, I should be on a Premier League Fan Zone on Sky or ITV. I can't remember which channel it is. But yeah, 2 hours time, 3:30.
What's
Half
that,
past
Jim?
3, Premier League fan zone.
He's on OnlyFans. He's
No,
on
not only fans, fan zone.
Premier League fan zone.
I was going to say.
Premier League fan zone over on Sky or ITV at 3:30. And if everything goes to plan, I believe that we are reconvening again tomorrow for the pre-match pump up in 24 hours time at 1:30. So yeah, I look forward to being back again with both of you for the pre-match pump up at 1:30 tomorrow on VR Tottenham TV. That's one to look forward to, and hopefully I can round it all up on Sunday. Sunday at noon, me and Senor Garcia will be doing episode 20. It's going to be episode 20 of Jose and Chang at noon on Sunday. So with that, thank you very much for having me back, Miss Kate, and I do apologize once again for the problematic internet connection. Hopefully, that will be the last I will ever broadcast or stream from my rented room. Having said that, back to you as always.
Thank you, Chang. He did say it might be on ITV. I don't know where. I can never find the Premier League fan zone. I do look for it, but I can never find it.
3:30. Premier League fan zone.
Yeah. Maybe it will be on ITV at 3:30. Who knows? But me and Jimbo are back tomorrow at 1:30 on We Are Tottenham TV. Then 10 past 5, I'm on Chris Cowling's tomorrow. And then after that, we're back Tuesday because Monday I've got dentist. So we're back Tuesday after that. So I don't think it is on ITV1, Daniel. I can never find it. And I've got a friend that goes on it all the time and she can never bloody find it to watch herself back. So I think it's on socials somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, Chang's famous. He's going to be on the telly somewhere, but we just don't know where.
That's why he gets away. That's why he gets away from moving from place to place with us, because he's a superstar.
Yeah, exactly. We have to just wait for Chang. We just put everything on hold till he finds his location.
Yeah, we have to go on holiday.
Yeah, Chang is our Malaysian reporter, live from Malaysia, and on ITV at 3:30. But I'm going to call it a day because we've got to get ready. Oh God, I hate going to frigging Boston.
Just go and do it.
It's a horrible place. I feel like I have to put on a bulletproof vest to go there. It's a horrible place.
Now it's come round, you ain't stop whinging.
Well, why don't you get a cab? Yeah, then you'd whinge. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you check out Jess. Make sure you check out Chang. Enjoy the weekend. Smash a like on the video. And Jimbo, do you want what?
Have you redirected to Ben?
I have redirected to Ben, who's live in about half an hour. Do you want to finish the show, Jimbo?
Yeah, don't listen to Kate. Look, let's see. Even just look, just take Kate off, right? It just waffles on. Oh, she's back again. Look, we are the mighty Spurs. Who says we can't finish top of the league? Who says we can't win the Champions League? Of course we can. Look. European champions, Arsenal, you'll never sing that. Look at that trophy. That's going to be a bigger one. I've got my place ready for the Champions League trophy. And I've got a place up here for the Premier League trophy. We are the Spurs. Just get behind us. We are magic.
You've got to do the come on, you Spurs.
Come on, fucking Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret. Smashing the top bins like in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim. And walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match. Kate and Jim. Getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter. Mixing transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match. The perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match. The perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match. match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match.